Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton. We're going to cover holes number 12, 13, and 14. So we're going to go par 3, par 5, par 3. And we're going to talk about strategy a little bit because I really think the game developers have done a good job on this course, making it a little bit tougher for drops. Much needed because we're coming off some just elite scoring tournaments. But, we're going to give an example of what I mean here on the tougher drops. More strategy, I should say. This shot that you're going to see here is being played 60% at max, okay? Now, let's talk about this for a second. You can play this with a backbone if you want. You don't have to have the Goliath here, although I prefer the Goliath because it's more powerful club. It's easier to set the shot up, in my opinion. It'll work in all wind strengths as well. But we're going to go about 0.9 back, 3 bars of side spin to the left. The wind here is 4.1 miles per hour. You're going to see me miss this shot barely to the left. But if this wind were in the 2s or low 3s, I was missing it a tad to the right. So, which means a couple things. One, we have to get tricky with the game, and we have to start offsetting depending on wind strength. So if you have a good memory or you take notes, you could probably take note that in 4.1 mile per hour wind, we might need to play this one 60% at max and then offset to the right-hand side of the cup. If we're playing it in lower winds, we can still play at 60% max, maybe aim dead center or a little bit more to the left-hand side of the cup. So hopefully I said that right. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. But, just think about that as you see this shot, just in case I said it backwards. So the wind is blowing to the left. We're pulling 60%. Now, at the end of the day, 60% seems like a big number, okay? But in rookie here with the Goliath, we're only pulling a little bit over 3 rings, so it's not a big deal. 4.1 wind, blowing a little bit to the left, okay? Which is where we're going to miss. Barely. Speed is perfect. Don't have to change the spin. So, if we're like, okay, well, what do we need to do to drop that? If we want to play the same elevation, then obviously we just try to offset to the right-hand side a little bit, okay? But in lower winds, like I said, I was missing the same type of way except to the right-hand side of the cup. So I took a lot of practice shots. That's the formula that I'm coming up with. So hopefully, we have visual and, somebody who can learn via, the talking, which is what I'm here for, to show you both. That's my thoughts. Tough drop here on hole number 11. But I think that's the way to get it. Now we're going to go to hole number 12. And, this is game's not doing us any favors here either with headwind from left to right. Right? If we're going to have headwind, we'd rather have it go from right to left because at least that's the way that the fairway angles towards. All right, so here for our higher level extra mile players like myself, we're going to go Zerk and we're going to go Sniper. I do pick up the Albatross here, and I feel like it's fairly duplicatable, okay? Tough to say that considering it's a long distance sniper shot, but I think the funnel behind the hole is still there, and that's the shot that I hit the Albatross on, or that Adam hit the Albatross on, and I hit the Albatross on in my live qualifying event in the qualifying round. Played the same type of shot here, and we do pick up the Albatross again. So this is going to be for my higher level extra mile players with a Zerk. Lower level extra mile players, if you're somebody who uses a money ball, you need big power combined with high wind resistance, or you're going to have to play the layup shot. You're going to have to go full top spin and bounce from fairway to fairway. If you're playing that shot, I would recommend that you bring your big dog. Probably would be best for you, okay? But here, we're going to go this way. 4.6 mile per hour wind. You need to take note here that if you have lower wind, okay, which you can experience with the Berserker, it's rare. If you have lower wind, very careful on how much overpower you use, because the worst thing you could do here is knock the snot out of the ball and catch this roll here and roll into the rough. But you see here with 4.6 mile per hour wind, we stop short. That is also why I use so much left curl to get ourselves left-hand side of the fairway. This shot is 0% max, okay? I know there's a lot to remember on this course, but this is what's going to separate people from the top to the bottom, all right? All right, we're going to do our backspin combined with our side spin here. So just backspin and side spin into the hole like this. Notice how I'm aiming top of the hole, okay? So I'm aiming pin high. Very, very lucky to only get 2.9 mile per hour wind. That is, of course, on the lower scale in rookie. But here, I do hit that perfect ball. And like I said, I do get the ball to fall in for the albatross. You can see here, nice little funnel. That funnel's still there on the back of the green. It rolls in beautifully, dead center, okay? All right, now we're going to go on to the next hole, which is a par 3. Now this one, you're going to see my replay is being played 10% at max. My only suggestion here is to try 5% at max. This shot is not rolling out on a consistent basis for me. I keep missing left, I keep missing right no matter what I do with the elevation, okay? So again, this could be something where we need to try to offset for consistency. Some people are going to drop this 5% at max. Just depends on your wind strength and, of course, a perfect ball. 5% at max, I think, is a general rule of thumb to play it at. But take a look at this shot. About 0.8 top, 1 left. Again, my shot is 10% at max. I am suggesting a 5% at max shot here. The speed is going to come in perfect, so we know the side spin combined with this amount of top spin is good. We don't have to tweak that at all. I do miss this shot more right than I ever missed it left. I was missing left when I was trying to get cute with the shot and offset. So if you're someone who would like to spin up on a katana ball or spin down on a quasar ball to gain the extra side spin, I do think you could dial the shot in a little bit easier, okay, with more side spin with 10% at max. All right, that's those 3 holes. I'm going to continue to power through. Thanks, everybody.